So, so what Buddha advised, essence, how to meditate. I may put in this way for us Western people, how to meditate, or another meaning, how to practice Dharma. How to meditate is very common. The meditation is very common to us Western people. Many countries. How to practice Dharma is very little. Very little talk and unknown. And if you know how to meditate, that's the pure Dharma practice. That is the pure Dharma practice. And as well as Buddha's teaching. Yeah, how to meditate is a very big question. It's a very big question. It's not only what you look outside. You know, close eyes, sitting like this, or like this, or like this, or much of that. You know, sitting on the meditation cushion, the round cushion, circle cushion. Sit on that. For me, it's a little bit uncomfortable. It's a little bit high and a little bit uncomfortable for me when I sit on that. Of course, I don't meditate, so that's why maybe uncomfortable still on that. So, so anyway. So that's mainly the mind. So how to meditate or how to practice Dharma. Mind. It's a big decision in the life. Yeah? So something that you strongly cling, strongly grasp, strongly cling, that brings so many problems in your life. So many problems, one after another, hundreds of problems at the same time. One after another, even solved temporarily, but another one then brings another problem. All that. So like the root of the tree, you see, grow, then spreads more, all like that. So the problem is the strong thought, grasping, holding, thought from this about this life, about the happiness, this life, comfort, this life. You see, I want happiness, and then you see you guys are cling on that. So from that mind start all the problems. 100,000. So how to meditate, how to practice Dharma, the same. Also that means you see, you practice Dharma, you meditate. By freeing your mind from that source of your mind, the wrong concept, grasping. It's a wrong concept. It brings all the hundreds, thousands, millions, all the problems in the life, including relationship problems, all the things. For the extra. I mean, I think you heard already, I think it's all Dharma. So, strongly grasping the comfort of this life, so grasping so much. Well, then you see, not achieving that. So, that self causes not achieve the happiness of this life. The grasping mind. So many problems. You see, right. Then you see, then you say, to receive the material, to receive material, and so much grasping. Only because that then when you don't receive, when you don't happen, when you already expect to grasp, it doesn't happen. Then so much problem for you. Stronger grasping you have, stronger is more painful when you don't receive. It's like that. So when your attachment to the grasping mind is less, receiving material, then also when you don't receive, when it's not happening, the problem is less. You can see the connection you can see totally related with the grasping. So when the strong grasping less, but somebody who is less, then also somebody who do not happening, or the pain, the discomfort is much less. So who don't have grasp, so strong grasping towards the material, like birth to give to or some, in the way, whatever it is, usually material, receive material, some, whatever you say. And then, who don't have. Well, then also, there's no problem of not receiving anything. Not birth to give to anything, And so peace, great peace. With other way, great peace, receiving or not receiving, and great peace. Inner peace. Oh, great peace. Oh, that's the happiness of Dharma, peace of Dharma. Renunciation. It's not grasping that you renounce. You see no meaning, only suffering. So when that doesn't happen, so mind is in great peace. Well, that's the happiness, peace of Dharma. Your mind being Dharma, so that's. So then, similar, we say, looking for reputation, so strong grasping. Then when there's not happening, then so much pain, so much worry, fear, so much pain. So much. That. So who has less in the grasping the reputation, then also less the problem not receiving, then when it doesn't happen, see, the problem is less, more peace. So now who don't have any more clinging this, and then this is, when it doesn't happen, no disturbance at all, what this should be said, of God people. No disturbance. So mind is like calm, like water that becomes so calm. Then you can see through, because it's so calm, no dirt inside, very calm, clear. So you can see what's down there. It's very peaceful, very clean, very, all like that. Great peace. Your mind is the great peace of Dharma. Oh, that's the advantage of practicing Dharma. Advantage of practicing meditation. You can see now, whatever happens in life doesn't bother you. That's what you need. Whatever happens doesn't bother your mind. By practicing Dharma. By practicing Dharma, by practicing meditation. Oh, mind should be like that. If somebody is meditating whole life, so many years, I've been doing meditation for 30 years, 20 years, 60 years, 2,000 years, 1,000 years. So mind should be like that. If you have been doing correct meditation, should be like that. So whatever happens doesn't bother to your mind. You understand? This is what you need to achieve. In this world, bubbling has a boiling water. You see, the world, boiling water, no peace. Oh, so much. Look at news every day. Of course, they don't talk about somebody who achieved realization, bodhichitta, who achieved renunciation, who achieved judgment. Of course, the news people say responsibility to announce what disaster happened. You see, in the world, what danger happened with the fire, water, earth. How many people killed, some of course. Then people were attracted to that. So that's why people hear only problems. Somebody who achieved inner peace, the Himalaya mountains, or even the West, through meditation, through real meditation, through practice. People don't notice, and those peace, absence of attachment, peace, absence of anger, peace, absence of ignorance, and especially absence of self-judgment or bodhichitta. There are people at the same time attaining so much peace, happiness, but not known. And maybe not much attraction from the people, I think, in the world. Maybe not much attraction to that. So, as attraction, more problems. There's more attraction, but then attraction, but then you see solution, how to solve the problem. Usually it's not there. How to really solve the problem, not there. And teaching how to solve the problem. Because most do not have education, so it's difficult. So anyway, world is like boiling water, making a lot of noise and this. So therefore you need this. Therefore you need this. Dharma peace. Peace and happiness from Dharma, by practicing Dharma, meditation. You need it. Whatever happens to your life doesn't bother to your mind. It's always peace. And more you practice Dharma, the happiness of Dharma is developed, higher and higher and higher. Like that. You see? Those who continuously meditate or practice Dharma. Like that. That's one it is. So that, you see, Kachori, people meditate, but then you see, every animal, a dog barked outside, or a bird made noise outside, or want to get angry, want to kill the bird, kill the dog, or dog barked outside, or children cried or something. People screamed. Then the peasants, fed up. All the peasants was so much bothered, angry. Angry, they want to, want to destroy the animal or the birds or the either stoned and killed, and the people went noise. But then they say, they don't let me to meditate, and that's. What for you are meditating? If you're angry, if you want to kill others, why you are meditating? What for you are meditating? The biggest reason to benefit for other sentient beings is not there. And even just for you, you must practice patience. You must practice renounce attachment, anger, although those basic things. You have, even for your own happiness, you have to do that. So how can you get angry to others? So, like that. Some is meditation. So, sessions, and every day, many hours. But then you see, you never look after yourself. You never look after your mind. You're doing the sitting, close an eye or whatever you do, but you don't take care of yourself. You don't look after your mind. Taking care of yourself means looking after your mind, taking care of your mind. So that's something. Taking care of your mind is practicing Dharma, meditating. That's the meaning. So, just I mentioned, I did mention in the past. You see. Somebody says, "How are you?" Of course, we said normally. "Oh, today I'm unhappy because blah 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 blah. I heard something from my family, some bad news or something. Or I didn't get this or something, or say happy." But you see. My meaning of happy life is if you are practicing Dharma, it's a happy life. If you are practicing Dharma, you are protecting away from the negative mind, which brings problems, as I mentioned before. You are protected from that grasping mind, attachment, painful mind. That's from where the emotion, negative emotion, pain, mental pain came from that. You have to recognize. I don't know what the psychologist says, but so you should take care of the mind from that, protect your mind from that. Protect your mind from anger, protect your mind from ignorance, and especially from self-chasing thought. You see, that we're talking that sutra, we're not talking tantra. You see, protect the mind from ordinary appearance concept, protect the mind from the ordinary ordinary death, ordinary rebirth, ordinary intimate state, ordinary rebirth, so not much of that. So I didn't protect the mind from the ordinary. That mind has gross mind, subtle mind, external subtle mind. Body has gross body, subtle body, external subtle body. So the external subtle mind, ordinary, extremely subtle winter mind, extremely subtle winter mind. So that's the root of samsara, called the tantra, highest tantra. There are 4 levels of tantra, the highest tantra. So anyway, without talking tantra, just the sutra. So, that's when you are practicing Dharma, or you want to living in practicing Dharma, that's you are in the real happiness. Many people thought I'm happy because you go to what the desire, what the attachment wanted, got designed for, then got that object. So then you see, succeed the attachment object, then happy. That's happiness according attachment. There may be anger, I don't know. If your enemy is killed, you are able to kill your enemy, then maybe that's happiness, anger, I'm not sure. So anyway, so you see, so when your mind is a practice of renunciation, I say, let go, instead of clinging, let go of this attachment. Brings all the problems to you, to many of your friends, many people in the world. So, when, especially if you have power in the world, if you have power, then one person is strong, you see, the grasping mind, or then, that you want power, you want pleasure, you want, the power. So that then you create problem to so many people in the country, in the world. Just like that. Doesn't trouble the grasping, the attached self-station. Cause some problem. That's only your aim is just yourself to have power and happiness. So we see. Let's go. So we see when your mind is living in the freedom. Let go of the attachment. Your mind is great peace, unbelievable peace. Renunciation of the attachment that will create unbelievable problem to you and others. So many sentiments. So that's, you see. That's real happiness. Renunciation of the making your, not the words, you see. Renunciation is make yourself free. Give freedom to yourself. Give freedom, real freedom to yourself. Let yourself free from the prison of attachment, grasp mind, painful mind, pain attachment. You see, let yourself free from the prison of attachment. Torture, always torturing you. You let yourself free from torture or attachment. That's great, incredible peace. You see, even the people in the country, they are fighting. They're busy in fighting. with the anger attachment, like this, like like this. So, like yeah, it doesn't matter. This is better. So like this, and together with the piece of the. So, but you see, when you are free from attachment, you have no problem. Great, the great peace. So, yeah, so then then receive praise, from other people, praise. So how much you cling, so much grasp, expect. Then when you don't receive praise, when you don't receive praise, then so much pain, so much worry, fear, some pain. That you can see the total connected. So both are. So I want to say both are problems of life. Not on the other side, also this one. The happiness, the grasping. The problem, the grasping. And then material receiving, reputation, the praise, material receive. These four things. So then there is no grasping mind in that, praise. Then also not receiving praise doesn't bother you. So this is Nagarjuna, who propagated Mahayana teaching in the world. After 400 years, Nagarjuna happened after Buddha. So this is the definition of pure Dharma practice, pure meditation, pure Dharma practice. You have to relate pure meditation, pure Dharma practice. No strong grasping this. So there's no grasping this. So there's no even it doesn't happen. So the mind being trouble, suffering, worry, all the things. And when you don't receive these four things, when you spend the shortcomings, so it doesn't bother. So your mind is always great peace. Easy. Like that. So. You see that, sorry to mention this, but actually the Western, you see, people coming from the West, coming to India, Nepal, going to the Himalaya mountains, but actually what they need to learn is that. What they need to achieve, what they need to learn is the real one is that. Doesn't need to talk about high realizations or higher, but just this basic thing. You see, whatever happens, that you see, the rest of people in the world, except for practice Dharma, we have high realizations, but even this was a realization of impermanence, that unbelievable peace. Let go. You're caught in the prison of attachment. That brings all the problems. Always unhappiness. So people cannot So even people have dollars, $1 billion, zillion dollars, $1 trillion. You know, the houses everywhere, mountain, city, different country, different beach. Maybe not Everest, maybe not in the Mount Everest, but so in the so many this and that. Then the mind is always unhappy. The mind, it's all this means for the happiness of the mind. All this, you know, how many friends, boyfriends, girlfriends, material, It means it's obtained for the happiness of the mind, but could not find happiness. After all this, gathered as much as you can, but the mind is, but your life is so unhappy, so much this more dissatisfaction than before. More wealthy you are, more dissatisfaction. More outside world, not inner world. Inner world is the realization. Inner world is the realization, not that. That's true. Only things in the world. So the richer you are, more dissatisfaction. So people, whatever they try, wherever they go to Tahiti, they go to India, they go Goa, they go to Tahiti, they go to where? Third one? Thailand. Many beach. So anyway, could not find happiness. More dissatisfied, more unhappy. Where you are, go to mountain, go to city, stay alone with people. So unhappy. So then we see, so unhappy, you didn't want to kill yourself, commit suicide. Then that thought comes very easily. So you are, who kills you is bad attachment. Your attachment. You understand? Of course, that's the relation outside. That's the relation of the spirits. But main thing is your attachment. Your attachment kills you. You see? If you follow the attachment as your guru or as your as your best friend, that all of them do everything what he says. So that all the attachment kills you. So can't find happiness. You don't want to kill because you don't have much thought. Because you don't think, most people don't know there's another life. Continuation of mind. Even the body sees, but the continuation of mind doesn't know. So the life after this, totally black, totally dark, like there's no sun, no moon, no stars. Totally casual. The foggy, totally like that, in the mind. No idea. And some may talk, because I met with the Buddhism, so may talk intellectually, but when you face problem, because you have not been practicing Dharma, meditation correctly, not practicing Dharma, so when you meet the problem, you see, when you talk intellectually, doesn't come in your life, doesn't happen. For example, to this example I mentioned many times. In Switzerland, we have one student. He knows Tibetan language. He translated my guru, Geshe Rinpoche, his courses, and he translated. Like that. One day, his wife left him. So, wow, this became a huge problem. His wife left all of a sudden. So he could manage that suffering. So, of course, he translates Dharma, he speaks Tibetan. Yes, intellectually. You see, when he encountered problem, then you see, sign of maybe normally didn't practice Dharma. Practicing Dharma is food for the mind. So you see, so then you see, he hanged himself in the house. Of course, it's a relation with the spirits. Yes, attachment. So see, so that's so he died. Yeah, so that. That's one example. I'm sure many. So it's like that. So you see, just intellectual understanding, but not practicing in the heart. You see, then there's a problem like that. So you can't. That problem become huge, and you can't utilize the problem to purify numberless sentient beings suffering, relationship problems, so forth, and then utilize that experience in the past to yourself to achieve enlightenment and enlighten all sentient beings. So you are unable to do thought transformation, bodhichitta. So that's you see. So it becomes so life becomes very sad. The nature of samsara, that can happen. These things, change of life, any time can happen. These things. This is not the first time we had experienced this numberless times from beginningless rebirth up to now. That's the reality. But you don't think, you don't practice, you don't think, then you think it's the first time. Then then it becomes a big shock. And then you see, how are you then? You see, then the most happy life is when your mind is living in the practice of bodhichitta. Life is dedicated for sentient being. So when you have realization of bodhichitta, even you see, not actual realization, but even effortful bodhichitta, like that. And then you see, besides not only meditation, practice not only meditation, but you are seeing. You are, each step you make for pilgrimage or for tour or for shopping, each step you make to a shop, each step you come to the house, each step you do it for numberless sentences, not only people you love, not only your friend or girlfriend or not that. numberless helplessness, numberless hunger, numberless animal, numberless human, numberless soul, numberless asura, everyone. Not only who is attached to you, and even those who hate you, or nothing stands to you. But you see, who harm, who help, every sentient being. So you do each walking for every sentient being, dedicated for every sentient being. And see, so even shopping, even every shopping, whatever, so dedicated for sentient being. If you are buying vegetables, whatever, everything dedicated for every sentient being to achieve enlightenment, to achieve happiness, to achieve enlightenment. Oh, like that, you see. Then each talk talking to people, each words you mention with the bodhichitta, motivation bodhichitta. So benefit you not only whom you talk, but numberless sentient bands. Oh, you see the benefit. Ultimately, not just happiness, but enlightenment, peerless happiness. Oh, like that. See? Then then each time you eat food, each drink, each time eat food, spoon of food, that is done with bodhichitta, and every single eating, drinking is done for the benefit of, to obtain happiness for numberless sentient bonds. So like this. This is enlightenment, others to be enlightened. You say, oh, like that. You say, oh, there. Then when you finish tea from the mark of unbelievable, more than skies of merits collected. How many spoons of tea, how many sips of tea you drank? Oh, like that. One plate of rice. After you finish, each time you eat with bodhichitta, so the numberless more than skies of merits, good karma, merits, cause of happiness, cause of enlightenment. All the collected, is when you finish plate of rice. You understand? One bowl of soup. So that. Unbelievable. Most unbelievable. It's for benefit of sentiment. Each time you're eating, that. Oh, Kasa. That's something, because how many hours you sleep? Sleep is done with bodhichitta, so how many minutes, how many seconds, minutes, hours you sleep? You collect more than sky mirrors all the time, continuously. So that dedicated for sentient banks, numberless sentient banks, that you see. So that to achieve enlightenment, not just temporary happiness, not just that. All the highest, peerless happiness, total cessation of completion realization. All like that, you see. So it's incredible. And your breath, with the bodhichitta, each breath you breathe in and out, each is dedicated totally for sentient being. Numberless helplings, hunger goes, animals, human beings, suras, asuras, sentient such beings. So for them, happiness, enlightenment. If you have bodhichitta, realization, ultimate good heart. That's what we should aim to achieve in this life. Or if you are smart, then this is what your goal is in this life, to achieve. Then that's enlightenment. Otherwise, even you are able to actualize ultimate reality in only, directly, but only you can achieve the liberation of samsara, not more than that. Or only arataship. You achieve only that, not enlightenment, not higher than the arataship, not higher than the liberation of samsara. Only that you achieve. Even though that bodhichitta, whatever how much other realization you have, that's it. So the bodhichitta is so important. There's a new book actually talking about motivation. Each time when you enter the Gomba or the related with your daily experience, dedicating every action for the sentient things. That is not those who have realization bodhicitta. That is for us who don't have bodhicitta, to train the mind in bodhicitta. So that's maybe useful to read, so everybody can try to practice during the. Of course, you can practice when you're back in your country, when you, even daily, even normal life, but also retreat time. When you do retreat group or alone or whatever, so it's very good to do that. Brings much happiness in you. So you can see that your life is dedicated for everybody, dedicated for the happiness of all sentient beings. So there's a book there, maybe good to read. There should be here. No?
Well, I don't know if the new one is, I'm sure the old one, bodhisattva attitude.
Yeah. That's good to practice, to train the mind. So even with breath is a benefit to a numberless sentiments, to everyone, to achieve enlightenment. It's incredible. So that's what you tell other people, what you're doing. This should be what your plan is in this life. Oh, that's smart. That's smart. Otherwise, you can walk on the water, or you go in a fire, don't get burned by a fire or something. Those miracles is not even there. Even the animals will go on the water, don't sink. The birds or the other animals. The animals, there's a fish with a light. Fish inside the blue, but there's a light inside. What's it called? Then there's the flies. We don't have light, but there's flies and they have light. Nighttime they fly. What's it called? Fireflies. Fireflies. Just karma. There's all There are many animals who have lights, but in night time. The fish and anyway. So so anyway, what am I saying? So, so you see, isn't it, so what we just finished the words, the Buddha's advice, engage in the, do not commit any unwholesome action, engage in perfect wholesome action, subdue one's mind. This is teaching Buddha. So it means sorry. So whatever the outside action is, even the whole life, living in the Himalaya mountains, in the cave, not seeing people, not seeing even birds. Not seeing even birds. Living in the cave, Himalaya mountains. So they don't, what do I see? Not sleeping or not eating. Or there's one Nepalese boy, they're called Little Buddha. No, the Buddha. They're called Buddha by Nepalese people, the villagers. So he, I don't know what now he's eating not, but before so many years he didn't have to eat. Didn't have to eat. So something, I think, over his past life, some meditation, I don't know, yes, something is very, there are realizations, meditations, and that way you don't need food. So, I don't know what, so lived in jungles for meditation. outside looking, I don't know reality, is it Buddha or not, but the outside looks like also meditation. But he's doing whatever is happening, he just goes. He didn't get too much study Dharma in the monastery before. It was a very short time in India, Satya monastery. So he's just going whatever is happening. So there's not much to explain, to tell people. So now it seems out, and going around and so many villagers go to see. Sometimes Western doctors, psychology, or they go to see check, and they thought because they never hear somebody who can survive without eating food, because it's not common for them in the Western world. So they say success to not keep the boy in that way. He must eat food. So things like the Western doctors, or I don't know, psychology or something. Yeah. Anyway, so I don't know eating food or not. I'm not sure. So anyway, but the villagers they call him Buddha. Yeah. So Bodhim, of course, Bodhim, that's never heard or can't manage, So they however, you see, if you are expert in Dharma philosophy, or you see, there's 5 sutra, 5 philosophical texts, Panavatika, logicians, how Buddha's teaching is reliable, most reliable, and that's because the Buddha is the most reliable, and all the logics, how you can rely on that, and so forth, and how the past, future life exists, and all the logics, and all that. And then there's Prajna Pramita, so describes the whole path to enlightenment and all the details. It's like the airplane, studying all the needs for the airplane, every piece is so studying like that by one person. So even the airplane not made by one person, but different groups. There's like that example like that, studying by one person, all the details about path to enlightenment and the basic, the Four Noble Truths, and the true suffering, true cause of suffering, cessation of suffering, including cause, and then true path which makes to achieve that and all that. So then the ultimate reality is true truth, truth for the old school mind, truth for the absolute wisdom. So. Also, not just that, the businessman then, described path as well, also things. So then, Abhidhamma Kosha and Vinaya about monks, nuns, the rules and to achieve liberation from samsara. And of course, done with bodhichitta, you achieve enlightenment. So anyway, even you're expert, even you can explain the more than 100 volumes of Buddha's teachings, more than 300 volumes, all the pandits, yogis, the commentaries, you can explain by heart. Even like that. However, but if your mind is not subdued, and it became all this listening, reflecting the kasure. Listening, the studying, all that then become cause of developing pride or attachment or ignorance or the anger, self-chasing thought, all of that, you see. Oh, then you see, it didn't become Dharma. Outside looks like Dharma is like so much practical Dharma. Outside looks like that, but his heart did not become Dharma. His heart did not become Dharma. So, because you see, not subdue mind, even though he knows a lot, and unbelievable, but it doesn't subdue the mind. It is developing the pride and developing the attachment, the anger, ignorance. The conspiracy, self-change thoughts, that you see, delusions get increased, make stronger. Use for that, you see, use your Dharma knowledge, Dharma understanding, more use for that. So then it's not used to subdue the mind. So then it didn't become Dharma practice. It didn't become Dharma practice. Real Dharma practice did not become. So it became practice of old Dharma, old Dharma. So like that. So you see, so Buddha is saying here the essence. Said engage, do not do not commit any unwholesome action, subdue, engage in perpetual wholesome action. But then essence is then coming down to the point, subdue the mind. That's the real teaching Buddha. Like that, you see. Sorry. So you can say, of course, just shaving hair. In other religion, shaving hair, you put some marks here, the white or something, then you become the religion. You wear the sari, then you become the religion. But here, Buddhism is not like that. Even you shave your hair, even you wear robes, so it doesn't mean subdue the mind. It can be opposite to subdue mind. Yes, developing the delusion, things like that. So, you see, not subdue mind. So here in Buddhism, so whole thing is to subdue the mind. That's the teaching Buddha. Sorry. Then, we do the, I think you did morning, but we do it once a month, meditation. This. But so you must know in your, since you all have the text, so the Kama Rabri Mamet, you must go to the Milan to the Yechun Tadara Da. So you read it in your, you don't know by heart, you read in the text. So I chant. So karma is the first thing is like because the star, is because the daytime is sunlight, so powerful, so you don't see the star. Only when after sunset, and then you see more star. So that you see, so that meaning is the emptiness, emptiness only. Dongba ni shinya ta. So this whatever exists, whatever exists from the emptiness, emptiness only. This is not the emptiness or the mere labeled emptiness, or not that. This is the emptiness of what appeared to our listener mind and what we apprehend, believe. The real I, real action, real object, real health, real enlightenment, real samsara, real nirvana, real happiness, real problem, all that. So see, so the emptiness of this never came in existence from beginning. This never exists. If you analyze, you find out, you discover it doesn't exist. So emptiness of this. What never exists. So it is not emptiness of what exists. What exists is mere name, not that. What exists means what exists mere name in the reality. So not that. Or emptiness of what doesn't exist. Oh, that one. So, so you see, Nagarjuna said in the root wisdom, Zawashir, root wisdom, Kala Tongba Nirungwa, Teletam Jirungaju. Kala Tongji Mirungwa, Teletam Jirungaju. So what is saying, Nagarjuna is, Kala Tongba Nirungwa, that which can be empty, that which can be empty. So everything which can be empty, everything can happen. Everything can happen. So that which cannot be empty, so it cannot be everything cannot happen. That which cannot be empty, then everything cannot happen. That. So Nagarjuna was. So everything everything what exists comes from emptiness. Emptiness only. So everything born in emptiness. Everything exists in emptiness. Everything ceases in emptiness. Like that. Everything functions in emptiness. Everything functions in emptiness, in mere name. Do not exist from its own side. Everything functions in emptiness. Everything functions in the emptiness only. That. It is said, Kaswari, also in the Dharma, Buddha said, Jawa Tane Chijuriang, Jawa Mede Chimeber, Hungry Shepherd Jua, eating the Yemega. So what it's saying is that there's a death, even the death. Even the birth, even the birth and death, even that, there's no death and there's no rebirth. There's no rebirth. There's no rebirth and there's no death. Who knows that? Who knows that? Who knows that? This concentration, things in this samatha, I think this concentration is not difficult to find with this knowledge. As knowledge of the realizing emptiness only, shunyata, ultimately true. So they say, so we talk, oh, there's birth and there's death. You know, we believe in the Jawatan Chitya. But in reality, there is no birth and death. So that what it's saying is that as it appears, as we believe, truly existing birth and death, or the birth and death existing from its own side, or existing by itself, or real death, real birth and real death. Also, there is such thing. Reality, that's reality. To our hallucinated mind, real birth and real death. But in the reality, there is no real birth and real death. Kange shepherd joy, who knows this, who realizes this concentration, who sees this concentration, it's not difficult to find it. So, So, as I said, I'll repeat again. Through our hallucinated mind, there is truly existent rebirth, truly existent death. You see, and real birth, real death. But through our hallucinated mind. But you see by analyzing, so that you see who realize emptiness, ultimate nature, emptiness, then there's no real death and there's no real birth. Realize that birth is totally empty of that, empty of the real birth. Death is empty of real death. So what it realizes, birth and death, is what exists in mere name, mere labeled by the mind. See? Yeah. Yeah. I was going to mention my birthday, I think 2 days ago. I was going to mention the Buddha's quotation from Guya Samaja, root text. But I forgot. It says, Jewa mele tamche. From no birth, all are born. So second one, there is no birth except mere birth. So I think the second verse becomes the common to the first verse, if you think. So, Zajule Gyawamele Tamche Je. From no birth, all are born. So it's from no birth means from no truly existing birth, the real birth that appears to us. We are 100%. We apprehend. We strongly hold that. We do not die. So. Jetsam as a Gyame, so Gyame, no birth. From no birth means from the real birth, from no real birth. And from there, then everything born. Everything is born from that. So everything born, what is that? Since there is no real birth, how everything being born? So that is not real birth. How everything born is how everything born in mere name. Born in mere name. So that's what will become commentary, the next one. Jetsam nili jame, there is no birth except mere birth. Mere birth. So that. So there. So yes, I will talk more on the emptiness. So you see, there's a star, but daytime is so obscure to have say, in the brightness of sun, you see, like that. So when the sun went down, set, and then the star became more and more clear. So that. The emptiness emptiness it is there. It is there, but for our mind, hallucinated mind, it's like doesn't exist. And the ultimate reality of the I, action object, or the phenomena, our ultimate reality, the emptiness, shunyata, all this is there, but it's for our hallucinated mind, it's like doesn't exist. For our hallucinated mind, what doesn't exist? What doesn't exist in reality is exist, 100%. This is what appears, what our belief is. For example, the I the mirror level I on the valid base, the aggregates. It exists. It exists in mere name. Mirror labeled by the mind from the beginningless rebirth. That's what exists. That's what the I. That's what the I. That which exists is that. But now, appearing to us, just little more than that. Is that the I is not mere that the I is existing in mere name, not just that, but appearing more than that. Slightly more than that. Wisdom is not a mere level by mind, not existing mere name. Slightly more than that. All there. All the including truth existence, what the post schools, the madhyamika school too, Savatandrika and Prasangika school, Savatandrika school believe the true accident, or including that. The Prasangika true accident and Savatandrika true accident are different. That's because Prasangika true existence is much more finer, subtle, much more finer. Savatandrika is much more gross, even though same word. So the Kazure, so the I exist more than what is merely labeled by mind, more than that. From beginningless rebirth appear to us, and we 100% we believe that the I is the real I. Like that we see Kazure. So what exists is the emptiness of the I, the Kazure, that's the same meaning, the existing in the mere name. So that is what exists, but we don't believe in that. And what you believe is what the eye is empty of. That, you see, truly existent or existing more than what is merely labeled by mind. More than what appears, what we believe. That's that. So that's what do not exist at all from beginning, anytime. So for our mind, what exists is the emptiness. But see, what doesn't exist is the true existence and the real I. Or then what doesn't exist, that. But we believe what doesn't exist, we believe 100%. But what exists, we don't believe. All that's totally against each other to the false and truth. We believe the false truth, and truth is we don't believe. So like that. So many people think false is false. The truth is false. It's a total opposite. Like that, you see. So first meaning like stars. Then starts with the emptiness only. Yeah, we finish this. Okay. The introduction. That is it has an explanation in there or not? Huh? Okay. I think slowly you can understand. Baby, then next time when you come back to the course again, then you understand better. Or next life. And yeah, so we do meditation, okay? You can follow the English in there. Read the dedication.
Through these merits, may sentient beings attain the radical state, the beautiful, false, and individual samsara version, perturbed by the waves of aging, sickness, and death.
Yeah. I think I have to restrain. Oh, that no, not at least. It's time to stop. Sorry, it took time. Yeah, and then the motivation to listen Dharma, to achieve enlightenment, to enlighten, to liberate all sentient beings from oceans of samsara suffering and bring to enlightenment. Okay, that's yeah. So yesterday I was talking at the end, actually. I taught how everything came from mind. the hell, enlightenment, the heavy suffering, the lower realm, the hell, then enlightenment, then the samsara nirvana, the happiness problem in daily life and everything, so forth. All everything comes from mind. Your enlightenment, your hell, your samsara, your nirvana, your happiness problem, everything comes from your mind. So that's see. Kind of way to start it. The way to discover see the life, the world, everything comes from mind. So, and then I went. So, then sorry. Well, you see, give me a few words, and then. You see, in the life, even the person's body wasn't the particular object of your attachment at the beginning. But then you see the person's way of talking to you and the giving presents, like that. Then you see, makes your mind, it change your mind. It makes you, you see, your attachment, the attachment comes to that other person. Then you see object attachment. Kind of beauty inseparable from that object. Your mind inseparable. Very hard to separate from that. You see, that happens. So attachment rises. So it's project that person's body, you see, beauty and inseparable, hard, painful, hard to separate from that object. Like that, you see. So even beginning, there's nothing. It wasn't object of attachment when you see it for a long time, for example. How things come from the mind. So first one is indifferent object, see. So next one, the person, wherever person talking to you, or giving presents, lot of presents and or things like that, to the condition, your mind change. Then get the attachment, some project beauty, and you see, say, painful to separate from your heart, mind. That's that. What happens? Then of course, the person did something, says something, way of looking at you, negative, way of looking at you, like kind of white side of the eye, peering, glaring, or say something bad words, you're so selfish or something like that. Something, I don't know, yeah. Then you get the attachment starts to get angry. Then it project the project ugly object of the view of anger. It projects unpleasant, undesirable view of the anger. What's that? Yeah, the person does something, then your mind interpreted bad. Your mind interpreted bad is a harm to me. This real I was not there. Harm to me, the real I, not there. can't find it. From the head down to the feet, anywhere you can find it. If you look for, can't find it. So, so then after you believe what you labeled, you believe in what you labeled, you see that you project it. So appeared what you labeled, what your mind labeled, it appeared to you that way. Unpleasant. Now then anger rises. Then anger rises. Not that. Then anger rises. So you can see, you are the one who made the anger. You are the one who created the anger, not that person. You understand? If you analyze, you can see very clear. You interpret it that it's bad, harm to me, which is not there. So then, see, the anger rises. That. Then also, even the person, you see, even the person is a person, you see, whom you see very ugly. But then, you see, by seeing somebody who is more ugly, then this person, the person is beautiful. Now, somebody who is more beautiful than this, yes, then you see it's ugly, the one's more beautiful, you see. But if somebody who is more ugly than this is beautiful, this is ugly. So it's all depends on what you call relative truth, or relative. So that is came from the mind, created by the mind. You see, if it is beautiful from its own side, then you see, doesn't change. You are seeing more beautiful than become ugly, or more ugly is beautiful. It doesn't change. So it should be beautiful forever. You see, from its own side, beautiful. Then doesn't change by comparison at all. Ugly should say always ugly. Beautiful state should be always beautiful. Does not cannot change by comparison, because it came from a creation by mind, so that changes. Comparison changes because it came from mind, created by the mind. You understand? That's not only people. 100 people, on 100 people look at I use today I forgot. One I need to mention, I forget your mind, your name, your mind. What? Today, one I need to mention, I forget. Bill. So, you see, 100 people get Some people say beautiful, some people say middle, some people say ugly, all kinds. All kinds. You see, something food, you like so much, then another person hates it. Another person hates that food. Even to see, not eating, but in seeing, hate. You understand? Even you like so much to eat, the other person hates it, even to see, look at it. Something is full like that. Even place where 100 people or something like that, look at them. Some say nice, very nice. Some say okay. Some say very ugly. Even place like that. So, came from mind. Came from mind. Came from mind. Person who see ugly, all that bad, came from past, because what a result of past negative karma. Past negative karma. And the wholesome action. Then person who see good things came from past good karma, virtuous action, positive action, like that. Not that, see? So that's one way how things are created, how the phenomena are created by the mind. There's one thing by karma. This is the karma. So then that's how you see the different appears and you see different. That's one way. That is and for example, I mentioned last time as well. Here, at the same time here, we see kumbha, holy objects, so many unbelievable, worthwhile things that collect unbelievable merit. Each time we see these holy objects, unbelievable merit. I won't explain now. So, unbelievable merit. We collect by seeing the holy objects. Like this, beautiful. But you see, now pretas who don't have karma see this beautiful thing, so amazing holy objects on this. It is said in the text that dogs don't see the holy objects. They don't have karma to see the holy objects. So anyway, hungry ghosts, pretas. So how they see this place? They don't have the same view as we have. They see the place very sad environment, very sad, coppered ground, and so hot. In the daytime, burned by our sun, and the coppered ground is so hot. Even the moon becomes hot for them, they karma. And then you see, even they see trees, but trees are all rock. It's burned by fire, so that trees stand up, but all burned by fire. No beauty. So very depressed place. The same place where we used to come by, so green, so beautiful, we appear, we see, this is our good karma, from past good karma. But for preta beings, they don't have the same view. So depressed place. They don't come like to have what view we have, appear what we see. They don't have. And see, they're now devas. This is not talking about Buddha. This is asura, devas. Or that they see here sort of a jewel palace, or the unbelievable, beautiful, unbelievable, I don't know about holy object, but the unbelievable, incredible sense pleasure. Unbelievable, much more sense pleasure than unbelievable. So, all like that. For example, it is explained in the Madhyamika, one bowl of water, one bowl of liquid. For us, we see water. For us, we see water. For preta beings, they see pus and blood. They don't come to see water. They see pus and blood. And devas, this is not talking Buddha, this is Sura. They see nectar. They're more good karma to see better nectar. Like that, you see. So this is very useful, and normally we have this mindfulness. What you see is just during this time, while you are a human being. While you are a human being. Again, you see, not every human being has come to see this, but like this, you see. So preta beings see totally different. The devils, of course, Buddhas, because they have ceased all the mistakes of mind, gross and subtle, and complete all the realizations. So totally pure. So therefore, the view is a result of that. So, so whatever appeared to Buddha is the most pure view. Ardent infinite bliss, non-dual emptiness. Amazing. All that, numberless offerings, all that like that. So this is how you see things is according to the mind. You understand the point? According to how much your mind is developed, how much your mind is pure. So outside you see things pure as your mind is more pure. All like that. It totally depends on the mind. Perceive the mind. Perceive their mind. Perceive the person's mind. So this is the most important. This, how everything came from, all the causative phenomena, all the came from mind. As I mentioned before, so important Buddhist, basic Buddhist philosophy. So as I mentioned, this day. Then you see, when somebody abuse you. Relationship problems, when somebody abuses you, or somebody angry to you, somebody looking at you down, eyes up, nose in the sky, looking at you down, saying impolite things. So you help the person, then if a person didn't think, you expect a person would thank to you, but the person did thank to you. You helped. You gave a glass of water or something, but the person did thank. So they bother you so much. It bothers you. It bothers you so much. You're angry. You see. Yeah, you get angry with the person. All like that. I remember on Dharmasala, I went to the Dalai school to somebody. Then I was going to see. I was coming down the road from Elegant, on the long road like this, then go around to the Dalai school. So there was one monk coming. Monk was, I think, not Tibet monk. It's I think it's a Korea or something like that. Monk come, not yellow dress, come on. Then you see the monk did like that, but I'm sorry, I did like this. Yeah, my mind should respect, but I didn't remember even respect. So I did like that. Like police. So I went to the Dalai school. The monk all the way to return back to me, saying, I did you this, and you did this. How can you do that? So I apologized him. Sorry. I apologized him. Sorry. I didn't do it like this. I do like that. He returned back all the way, and Dalai school monastery came with me. Then I did do this, but it was I apologized. Anyway, so immediately you see. So you have to remember the basic Buddhist, if you are practicing Buddhism, basic Buddhist philosophy, everything came from your mind. So whatever problem, so it came from your mind, not came from that person, your mind. So immediately you remember, sorry, Chekawa in the 7 points of third transformation said, so all the shortcomings blend to one. The one is what? Self-chasing thought. Everything whatever unpleasant thing came from your self-chasing thought. So put all the blame to one. That's self-chasing thought. Then what to do? What is to think others? Kula kaden chao comes. Meditate on kindness to all. Meditate on kindness to all. Others, meditate on kindness. I can mention now. So this is very important. Write down. So that's to meditate every day. You have to remember. Others might forget. If it is me, I'll forget. The next minute, So anyway, of course, you see, kindness, because so I'm able to teach Dharma to you. What I know, the few words, or even I can't say I know, but some familiarity with words, maybe. So that's your kindness. And see, you're learning Dharma. So generally, students learn, able to learn whether Dharma or whatever, teacher, the kindness of teacher to the students. So, example, you see, also teachers making salary, like university or school, teacher able to make money through the education to teaching. Able to make money is student kindness for students. So it's all kindness depend on each other. So like this, you see, population get many other freedom, many other happiness. The kindness of the government, and the government is many things able to do for happiness is by kindness of population. For example, tax, or things like that. You see, many things by the kindness of population. So that if you think like that, so many, kindness depend on each other. So much. You see, there's kindness like that. Well, but now here I'm talking. I mentioned this. I must stop here. So all your happiness from beginningless birth and present, all the future happiness, temporary, ultimate freedom from samsara, blissful state of peace for oneself, including peerless happiness, enlightenment, Buddhahood. Total cessation of obscuration, completion realization. So everything. So even the small comfort when you're tired or hot, then the cool air passing through your head, through your body, cool air passing through, then you feel comfortable. So even including that, even including small pleasures. So all came from your good karma. Your good karma. So your good karma, your virtuous mind, that is the action of Buddha. Buddha has two actions. So one is possessed by Buddha's own mind, but one is within us, sentient beings, our good karma, the Buddha's action. So that good karma, that Buddha's action came from Buddha. Buddha came from Bodhisattva. Bodhisattva came from bodhichitta. Bodhichitta came from great compassion. Great compassion came from sentient beings whose mind is obscured and who are suffering. Compassion is generated by depending on them. So by depend on them, by their kindness. So therefore, all your happiness from beginningless now up to enlightenment, all your threat and happiness, every happiness you receive from sentient beings, from every sentient being, every helping, every hunger ghost, every animals, the numberless fish, numberless animals in the ocean, then the worms and so forth enter the earth, all the numberless insects in the grass, in the bush, all that, those small tiny flies jumping when you walk in the grass, all the, and then those trees, living the birds in the sky and all that. So like that. So then you all the happiness you receive from every hunger, from every animals, from every human beings, and then numberless universe, the numberless every spirit being, every spirit being, every intermediate. So your happiness. All your wishes for happiness is received from every single sentient being, every single ants here, ants outside. So your enlightenment came from them. You receive your enlightenment. Sensation, obscurity, complete realization from every sentient being. You see, now every ant you see outside, you see, every dog, cat, one bird, whatever, every human being, what? As you go in the market, you see people in the shop, people in the restaurant, people in the traveling by car or walking. Everybody receives all the three-time happiness. Every single thing from them, from them. Anybody you see, animal or human being, see from them. So this is very good meditation. When you go to market, this is the mindfulness practice. As you walk around, tourist or the pilgrimage, or just go around town, city, market, shopping, or whatever. This is the excellent mindfulness, meditating on kindness of sentient being, meditating on the kindness of sentient being. So good. So then you see, then here, then you see now. Even Buddha came from, you understand, even Buddha came from sentient being. There's no question Dharma Sangha came from sentient being, no question, every sentient being. Every mosquito, every banana slug or whatever. That's everyone, you see. But Dharma Sangha came from them. That you take refuge to be free from Lord, to be free from samsara, to be free from Lord Nirvana, to achieve enlightenment. All Buddha Dharma Sangha who guide you, who came from sentient. So sentient beings, the sentient beings are your most precious, your most dear, your most kind. Sentient beings are your wish fulfilling. Fulfill all your wishes for happiness. Every sentient being is your fulfilling your wishes. Yeah, so I stop here. Okay. More. Dharma due to all the past, present, future merits, collective and third-time merits, collected by numberless and numberless Buddhas, may the bodhichitta be generated in the heart of all the sentient beings who is your mother. Who is your mother from beginningless rebirth, and being kind from beginningless rebirth. Unbelievable kind. All the sentient beings. And then the way they take you is because then they have Dharma, they don't Dharma. So the sentient beings who met Dharma, practice Dharma is hardly ending, and so. That's what happened. The way they take you is with ignorance, anger, attachment, self-chase. So they've been created so much negative karma. The way they take you, so much negative karma. So they're suffering. They've been suffering from beginningless rebirth up to now. Unbelievable. So then, if I don't practice Dharma, don't realize emptiness, and then direct perception, emptiness, then I will have to reincarnate to the sentient beings, and suffer. Then they have to suffer. Then they have to suffer. Unbelievable. Again, no end. Like the past, no end. They have to suffer. Because after born, then they have to suffer. Wow. So therefore, general bodhichitta in all their heart, especially sentient beings living in this world, especially sentient beings living in this world, Nepal, and then sentient beings, the students, and then also rely on my promise prayer, which them is given to me in all their heart, bodhichitta tradition, and the bodhichitta tradition, and all of us here during course, even including the family who died, who are already dead, who left this world, in their heart, and those who are living now. So in bodhichitta tradition, in all their heart. So when we dedicate, we should dedicate to your family members who are dead, including those, including not only living one dead, also very important. One way of saying, if you don't dedicate, if you don't benefit them, then who will pray for them? Who will saved him from samsara. Oceans of suffering, samsara. So that's one way to say. Then you could say, innocent sentient being. Then you can think of it this way also. Understand them who see me, touch me, understand them, see me, hear me, see me, hear me, remember me, touch me. So that touch me, even the flies landing on your body, touch on your body, or ants, or include all those. not only people. So like that. So anyway, those who see one's portal or dreams and that. So bodhichitta to be generated in all their heart and in your heart, also heart. And those who just develop bodhichitta, generate bodhichitta to be developed. So to happen. Janjo, Zanjo, Rinpoche, Amaje, Abana, Jeju, Jaba, Nyamba, Maba, Yekone, Gondo, Hoisho. Tonye, Tawa, Rinpoche, Amaje, Wana, Jeju, Jaba, Nyamba, Maba, did all the past, best and past, I married to Glad through I married to Glad numberless and numberless Buddhas. Or then that was exists in my name, so do not exist from its own side. But I who exists, mere name. So do not exist from its own side. Achieve the Buddhahood. Exists in mere name, so do not exist from its own side. These are all the sentient beings who exist in mere name, so do not exist from its own side. So that Buddha which exists in mere name, so do not exist from its own side. By myself alone who exists in mere name, so do not exist from its own side. Jaman Baya Chita Yamata Kunda Sammo Teyante Jinda Jata Kunje Jetan Tala Jagawa Tata Jiratunga Rajabe Jawata Jijunga Kala Chitanga Vayi Taya Keve Tawa Tikinya Sambo Chujiradu Ngo Inje Chiyi Jabatunga Vajuta Nama Bhavada Kiji Sama Chivata Dunya Mala Sama Chivata Jingan Tutan Deve Tunya Kawalo Santa Vayi Temba Yu Temba Yu. Oh, thank you very much. Good night.